Ciao my friends from the ruins of Pompeii. Pompeii was an ancient city buried under volcanic ash after the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in the year 79 AD. Largely preserved under the volcanic ash, Pompeii offers a unique snapshot of Roman life, frozen at the moment it was buried under the ash. It is well known that Pompeii was a wealthy city with many fine buildings and luxurious villas with lavish decorations, furnishings and also work of art. Today my friends, we're in Pompeii and we are going to travel back in time and see how life was really in Pompeii. Let's go! I am right now in the ruins of Pompeii and right in the back you can see the top of the Vesuvius volcano. There was an eruption and you have to imagine the lava and the magma was like spitting out of the volcano and it came until here to the ruins of Pompeii. Here you can see like some artifacts, the rest of the buildings. And yeah, I would suggest we walk around a little bit, and the first stop we're going to check out is the Amphitheater here in Pompeii. Let's go. So my friends, first stop, Amphitheater here in Pompeii. This amphitheater is the oldest surviving amphitheater. I think it dates back to 80 BC, before Christus. And from the capacities, it could inhabit approximately 12,000 visitors. So there you can see in its natural beauty the oldest amphitheater that survived until now. Let's see if we can walk inside. So guys, this is pretty much the inside of the amphitheater. They're currently, I think, building something for a concert or so. I think Pink Floyd is going to play here, so they have some constructions. But here you can see the inside with all the seats. I mean, there is some grass, there are some seats. Yeah, definitely smaller than the Colosseum in Rome, but yeah, it's beautiful. Let's move on. So guys, I think I have chosen the wrong time to come to Naples or to Pompeii, because right now in July it's like 32 degrees, and especially like right now here in Pompeii you don't have pretty much like anywhere to hide under the shadow. And right now it's like 2 p.m. and the sun is the strongest, so it's incredibly hot. But anyway, Predia di Giulia Felice. So guys, now we are entering the Predia di Giulia de Felice. I think it's some kind of garden complex, but yeah, let's walk further inside. So guys, now we are right now in a garden complex, as you can see. Beautiful, lavish gardens with these kind of paintings on the wall. Really well preserved. I don't know how many years, so the eruption was like in 79. Almost 2,000 years. Incredible. Wow. So guys, I just threw my water away. Nice. Fresh water from the spring in Pompeii. So this is one of the main roads, main streets from back then. And yeah, here on the left and right side you can see some artifacts. So that's apparently a house, Casa di Octavius Quartio. Let's walk inside, even though we don't have an invitation. Nice. Here you can see some paintings on the walls. Wow. I think the Romans like colors, like red, blue, yellow. So yeah, here basically on this main street you have like houses on the left and right side. I would suggest next stop is going to be Foro, the Forum. Here and there, just behind those trees, my friends, there you can see the Mount Vesuvius, the volcano. Wow, so what do we have here? Also some, I think the rests of some houses. Like as I said, like this street was mainly houses back then, and here you have like the I don't know, some kind of garden area, house, this and that. It's actually sad that they don't have like any descriptions what is what. Like they just have the names of the buildings but no descriptions for what the building stands for. So guys, now we are entering the Follonica di Stefanos. So that's the inside of the Follonica di Stefanos. Look at these paintings, guys. Wow, so well preserved. Amazing. And I think this was like some kind of indoor pool or whirlpool back then. Like inside his home. Impressive. Looks like a whirlpool, indoor pool.
That's another house before that was.
Yeah. Guys, so we are coming closer, I think, to the forum. Here you can see some pillars. I think here does the forum start. Wow. It's crazy, that was like a whole city here. Wow, and the street is continuing like up the mountain. Guys, actually that was not the forum, that's still the main street of Pompeii, like the main road. And now we are entering the Terme Stabiani. That was like a thermal bath where the inhabitants of Pompeii could take a swim and everything. As you can see, Terme Stabiano. Here's the entrance, let's walk inside. So apparently they have pools and everything. Wow. I have to see that with my own real eyes without the sunglasses. Wow. So here was probably water inside. Like some kind of small pool, whirlpool. Wow. So well preserved. There was also one pool. And I can imagine like during that time that was like a dope place. Wow. So apparently this was also a pool where they could sit like in a circle and take a swim. Guys, you have to imagine this whole city was 4 to 6 or I think 7 meters under volcanic ash. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue to Forum. So guys, I definitely learned my lesson. I will never ever come back or visit countries like during the high season. Especially places like this, you know. It's packed with tourists, it's so crowded, it's so busy, to be honest, it's not fun. And it kills the vibe somehow. I mean, if it would be quiet and not so many people, it would be definitely better. Okay, here's also one street. And it says here, Foro Antiquarium, Foro and Antiquarium, straight, let's go. Alright guys, now we have arrived at the forum. So this place was basically like a big marketplace, where the different vendors came together, sold their stuff, like pretty much like a market. And here you can see the full appearance of the Mount Vesuvius, the volcano, which pretty much destroyed whole Pompeii. It was his fault. Wow. So my friends, still here at the Forum, and as already said, it's some kind of marketplace where they sold food around the Forum. There were some temples. Like the main happening of the city was pretty much around this area, and all the people gathered together, so to say. Also, important speeches or visits were done here in the Forum area. I can imagine, like back in that time, this area of Pompeii was like the most impressive, with all these pillars, statues. Yeah, I think a lot of stuff was going on here. And here, my friends, here we are in the Temple of Apollo. So apparently Apollo was a Roman god, a mythical god, and this temple was for him, named after him, to worship him, apparently. Here, my friends, we right now in the Basilica. As you can see, like on the left and right sides, they were pillars, but unfortunately they're not present right now. So you have to imagine, like, this basilica part of Pompeii was actually also to worship the gods of the Romans. Last but not least, we are coming to the most exciting place here in Pompeii. It's called Lupanar. Lupanar was the official and the biggest brothel here in Pompeii, and it was actually socially acceptable in the Roman times to go to the brothel. I mean, men were not stigmatized for it. It was socially acceptable, and it was totally okay for the man to use these kind of services. So, for example, here this building is a 2-floor building. On the ground floor there were like 5 beds, 5 women working, and also in the upper floor were also 5 beds, 5 women working. And on the walls, as we can see later inside, they were the services like painted into the walls, and it's really interesting to see. So first let's go inside and have a look. Lupanar. So guys, this was pretty much like the red light district here in Pompeii. Here is one brothel, probably here was also one brothel. As I said, like 2 floors, 10 women working inside on stone beds with tiny mattresses on it. And can we actually also go on to the 2nd floor? No, just the first one? Okay. So guys, let's go inside. Here you can see pretty much the services, the practices that you can buy. Here is one bed, one stone bed, and here they put like some tiny mattresses on it. So on the ground floor they had like 5 rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and actually the rooms didn't have like any doors, so they just had like curtains, and inside the rooms they had like a little bit dimmed light with candles to create like some kind of sensual atmosphere. And here there is like a nice position there. Whoa, that's, I think, doggy style. I don't know what this is. That's also doggy. I don't know what this is. So really, I mean, the guys back then really knew what to do. Yeah. So it was pretty normal actually to use these kind of services. There is also, I think there is a man with 2 women. That's 69 position. Here is one room with a mattress. Like actually, I think the people were like pretty small. Like how do 2 full people fit inside? Like a stone bed. Here is probably the reception to pay later. And yeah. So, yeah, actually the reality of these prostitutes was pretty harsh. So the most of them came from Oriental or Greece, and were actually slaves. So they were forced to work. They were given just the basic essentials, so to say. And yeah, it was a pretty harsh life, even though prostitution was acceptable back in the Roman times and here in Pompeii. The thing is, it was socially completely acceptable and not stigmatized that men used these services, you know? Anyway, okay, last but not least, Lupanar, the famous and biggest brothel here in Pompeii. And I would suggest we, slowly leave Pompeii because it's getting too hot. And I'm done for today. I'm melting, guys. Look at this. My black t-shirt turns into white because of my sweat. Alright, let's go outside. Alright, my friends, that was it from the ancient city of Pompeii. We had a great time. We saw the Amphitheater, we saw the biggest official brothel here in Pompeii, and the Basilica and several other spots. We got a glimpse of how life was here back in the Roman times, and yeah, I hope that I could give you some nice impressions about the ancient city of Pompeii. I would like to end this video here. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and greetings from Pompeii. Bye bye.